Taliaferro TV. How's everybody doing out there? I am still, to a degree, at a loss for words watching the Golden State Warriors, back-to-back NBA champions. 3 out of the last 4 years they done won a championship. They got a 2-time unanimous MVP. They got a former MVP and a 2-time Finals MVP. They got one of the best shooters of all time. Can literally go get you 60 points on 9 dribbles. They got a playmaker in Draymond. They got, I mean, they literally have all these weapons, and they blew a 31-point lead to a starless Los Angeles Clippers team. No disrespect to Lou Williams or Montrezl Harrell. So let's get past the DeMarcus Cousins injury. I hate that for him. There are 2 real storylines, to me, that came out of this basketball game on both sides, right? Let's start with the Clippers. Is there a better free agent pitch out there than what the Los Angeles Clippers did last night? Like, Doc Rivers can come in front of Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Butler, maybe even Kevin Durant, and say whatever he can. Steve Ballmer, the owner of that team, Jerry West can be in there. He's a consultant for the Clippers. They can walk in a room with Kawhi Leonard or Kyrie or Jimmy or whatever and say, here's the super match. Here's the keys to the franchise. You got the key to the city. You can have a part ownership in Microsoft, Steve Ballmer. Right? You can do whatever the hell you want. You can take a shot whenever you want. You got a green light. You can do whatever the hell you want. You don't even got to come to practice. I don't think that will be a more descriptive or a more convincing argument than what the Clippers did against the Golden State Warriors. They were down 31 points. Most teams would have impacted him. Their coach, Doc Rivers, who people have been critical of in the past. A lot of people around the league say Doc Rivers likes the front run, meaning he likes teams that are already stacked. Like the success he's had in Boston was when he had Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen, and Rondo, who's coming within himself. You know, he's gotten a bad rep because he, remember, after that big 3 broke up, the Celtics traded Doc Rivers to the Clippers. Don't forget that. That coach got traded. Well, Doc's coaching his ass off. He didn't let his guys quit. Patrick Beverly is playing his ass off. Like, even the young guys like Gilgeous-Alexander playing his ass off. Shamet playing his ass off. Made the game-winning 3-pointer, might I add. Lou Williams gave you 36 off the bench. He ain't even the first guy off the bench. Montrezl Harrell gave you 25 off the bench. Like, yo, they're getting help from so many different areas. After this team traded Tobias Harris, they literally traded their guy that was close to making an All-Star game to tank because they wanted to keep their pick that they're going to lose to Boston. Literally tried to tank. Them dudes wouldn't tank in that locker room, though. They got the heart of lions. Literally traded Tobias. Playing the best on that team. Traded him. But Doc Rivers said it better than anybody else. That team has no egos. That team is as perfect a situation for Kawhi Leonard or Jimmy Butler I've ever seen in my life. Either of the two. Jimmy Butler, remember back when he was in Minnesota, he was complaining about guys playing hard. Well, Jimmy, you won't ever have to worry about guys playing hard on that Clipper team. They play hard. All right? And you could maybe be the scorer and the closer that they need to take them over the top. Kawhi Leonard. Literally, Kawhi Leonard with the San Antonio Spurs. Don't forget, 2017, Kawhi Leonard was destroying the Golden State Warriors in Golden State in Game 1, and Zaza Pachulia undercut him, and Kawhi missed the remainder of the playoffs. Then the following year, he went on to miss 73 games with San Antonio, and then he demanded a trade last summer. We know what happened, right? Kawhi Leonard almost beat the Warriors by himself. He's with the Raptors right now. When he plays, he's phenomenal. He ain't scared to take on anybody. And now he's going to have dogs with him if he joins the Clippers. I'm sure Kawhi and his uncle was somewhere watching that game last night as his Raptors team didn't play. Like, oh yeah, first off, I got a new home in San Diego that I want to enjoy. I don't like living in Canada. We can't wait to get to Los Angeles and play with this Los Angeles Clippers team. Coach that I like, players I got like, and even if I don't like the players, they gonna at least play hard for me. And hell, Kawhi, if you try to pull that BS, like telling the Clippers organization that You got your own doctor. Next time you get injured, Patrick Beverley gonna be sitting right on your lap in your next doctor's appointment with your personal doctor, making sure everything's on the up. Like, these dudes compete. These dudes want to win. Fam, there's no better pitch than what the Clippers did coming back from 31 points for their free agency. Who wouldn't want to play with that if you're smart? Second part of this, shift over from the Clippers and go to the Warriors. Kevin Durant got 2 technical fouls in game 1. I'm bringing that up for a reason. Bear with me. Kevin Durant fouled out of game 2. Coincidentally, the Warriors' problem started when Kevin Durant fouled out of the game. Or maybe a little before that. I'll say this. Patrick Beverley and Kevin Durant were having a back and forth, and that's when the Clippers started to creep back in the game. Then Durant fouled out. So Kevin Durant got ejected in game 1 with 2 technical fouls like 4 or 5 minutes ago. So you cost your team. I don't ever want to be in a game where my best player is not available. I got to bring that up. I think the Warriors might have been up like 20 points. Hell, they blew a 31-point lead in 8 minutes. You don't think the Clippers could have came back from 20 and 5? They just came back from the biggest deficit in NBA history. So I got to bring up game 1. So he was ejected from game 1 of the playoffs. Game 2, he couldn't finish it either because he got in the foul trouble and fouled out. Can I ask y'all something? Because every day, people tell me Kevin Durant's the best player in basketball. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't say he is because he ain't proving it. He ain't challenging himself enough being on that Warriors team. I think that's why he's considering the Knicks reportedly. How can this dude be the best player in the game? Who gets passes like this? Did Jordan get passes like this? Did Kobe get passes like this? Did Duncan get passes like this? Shaq, LeBron, or some other guys that I've called the best player in the game. Allen Iverson, maybe. Tracy McGrady. If these dudes foul out, the story the next morning is Tracy McGrady fouls out of basketball game, cost his team. Allen Iverson fouls out of basketball game, team loses, we're up 31. LeBron, oh my goodness, if LeBron would have ever fouled out of a meaningful game, the headlines would be crazy. Skip would have a field day on Undisputed the next day. I'm just saying, y'all don't think it's important? Like, all you media outlets out there, whoever you are who think Kevin Durant's the best player in the game, y'all don't think it's weird that the headline today wasn't Warriors lose by 31 / lose lead when best player Kevin Durant fouls out? It's like the media just didn't decide that, yo, Kevin Durant don't like us. He said he wanted us to stop talking bad about him. We just gonna shut up. What? Kevin Durant don't like criticism. We ain't gonna talk bad about no. How is this dude not receiving best player in the world criticism if this is y'all best player in the world? LeBron don't get them type of passes. If LeBron sneezes the wrong way, LeBron sneezes because he sneezed, his team blew a 20-point lead. Anything to make a headline about LeBron. LeBron had cramps. He missed 2 minutes. LeBron didn't play 48 minutes. He missed 30 seconds of a game. Cavs lose because LeBron decided to take 1 30-second break in the game. How does Kevin Durant get off with fouling out? Not being smart enough as the best player in the game to know your fouls and not foul out no matter what. Like, what? I am lost, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all call Kevin Durant the best in the game, and I'm just not seeing it. I'm just intangibles. I'm just not seeing it. Allowing Patrick Beverley to get to you, you're the big dog. You're Kevin Durant. Sometimes I ask myself, does Kevin Durant know he's Kevin Durant? I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
Got the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.